Morning, how we doing?
Hey, coach.
Fantastic. Coach, Coach Davis and I have gotten to know each other pretty quick as he came up here and kicked my tail last year. Um, had a lead and came back and took it to us. So what we're trying to do on this, Coach, is promote your brand of your program. Let our fans know about you. You're our first game of the year, and just kind of let us know about your team, about you, Coach. First off, where are you from?
I'm from Philadelphia.
Oh, geez. Okay. Philadelphia tough is what they say.
Yeah, yeah. So no, I'm an East Coast guy. I've been all over the place a little bit. So ended up being out west for shit, most of the last 10 years. But you'll see on our roster there's going to be four Philadelphia kids on the team. So that's why.
That ain't good for me, brother. Those guys are tough. Yeah.
So
Coach, where have you been before? Other programs?
yeah, so I actually played at Harcum and
Okay.
then went to West Chester University. And I got done there. I played for Drew Kelly at Hart. I worked for Drew Kelly at Harcum for 4 years.
Okay.
So I was there at Harkin for four. Then I did two at Casper College in Wyoming. I did three at Cal Poly in San Luis Obispo. I did a year at Indian Hills, a year at Middle Eastern Shore, a year at Seward County in the Jayhawk, and then I ended up here at Yavapai a year ago.
Wow. That's an impressive resume of places that you have been. We found out about Harcum at the national tournament, and we took an ass kicking there. They made every shot. I swear to God, they hit like seven in a row and got separation on us, and we could never catch up. Very good program, obviously. Coach, tell us a little bit about your team. If you come in here, who do the fans need to watch?
Martin De La Portier, he's our 7-1 French kid. He actually kind of came to the States last year, and then he didn't play when we came up to Twin Falls last year.
He did not play.
No, he didn't get cleared till December 1st of last year. It's called ACL. So all of
Okay.
last year was him kind of just working his way back into shape, getting healthy, getting that brace off. So he's had a full off season to really compete and at 100%. And so it's nice to have him back this year at full go and see what kind of year he can have. But he's got a lot of potential and a very skilled kid and starting here from a lot of schools and really excited about him.
What do you do? How do you play? What's your style? Um, where are your kids from? All that kind of stuff. What are the things that you're going to tell them when you're there?
I mean, for us, like I said, we're going to play with a couple of different styles. Our team is huge this year. So I mean, there's another 7-footer, there's another 6'9",
Wow.
two up 6'9" guy, the 6'8" guy. So it's taken a year for me to build it, but like we got a lot of size, but we also got a lot of good kind of tough East Coast guards. Our point guards from the Bronx and then a kid from Orange, New Jersey, and so we're gonna have a couple of different looks to fill at teams and throughout the year and trying to form an identity early on.
Okay.
So
So, Coach, you took over the job. I called you last year, and everyone in Arizona says, "Don't come to Twin. Don't
yeah,
come to Twin. Don't come up to CSI. You're not going to get any calls. It doesn't do you any good." But you bucked the system, and you came up, and you got to win, and you left here in pretty good shape. Tell me what your theory on that and philosophy was at.
it's just everywhere I've been that we always play people. So at Indian Hills, we played people. At Harkin, we always took trips. I mean, in the regular season, we took trips out to Hutch to go play. We always just did that. I mean, at Casper, so like I just view it as I think it's a positive. I think it's good for everybody all around. You play the best you can play. You get better from it, no matter what. You get good environments, good experiences. I just don't. I just think it's a great thing. Our schedule this year, after we leave you guys, we're going to South Plains for their first game of the year, a true road game. We've got snow coming here. We've got salt coming up to Salt Lake again a few weeks later. We're going to a true road game at Casper. So, like I said, I'm not going to go all 30 games of all that, but hey,
Yeah, yeah.
I think you can get out and play 5, 6 games like that and really challenge yourselves and I think it's just a positive all around.
So what some people might know is that our region plays your region to go to the national tournament. right? And this year, you guys come to our region.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you look at it, pretty smart. You get an idea of the team you're playing teams in our conference, in our region, and you'll have already played up here. So it won't be the first time. If CSI was able to win the region, you will have already played on the court 2 times. So I think people don't realize that, and in the thought process that goes into your scheduling. I thought you do a good job.
No, no, I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, that definitely, I said, that's a part of it as well. And say if we ever want to get the Hutch, we got to come back up to you guys or somebody up there. So you might as well get used to it and might as well be as prepared as possible.
Adam, the floor is yours. Go ahead.
Yeah, coach. I guess just to start, I mean, obviously, you guys went up to CSI. You beat them last year. What uh, what I guess what were the keys to beating them last year, and what do you guys need to do to try to get the same result this year?
Yeah, I mean, for us, like I said, our team was a lot different last year. And we were really guard heavy, weren't as big. We actually had a big that's going to play this year against you guys, Jediah Jones, who tore his ACL in the first half of the game last year in Twin Falls. So it's kind of funny. Result of that, I just was forced to go small, and it kind of changed things up. So I was like, hey, we got to put it up in the air. We got to shoot threes. And as long as your hands and feet are ready and they're not negative step threes, it's going up. And unfortunately for us, we saw a few go in. And I think we finished maybe 14 made threes. So that was kind of a unique thing that happened. And we kind of wrote that for the beginning of the year, kind of get through without playing any of our 5 men. So we won't be like that this year. Obviously, we're going to still push them up, but we're going to have more of a balanced attack, just like as I mentioned, with the bigger size we have on the court, and maybe more of a traditional look on out there at times.
Okay.
Sure. And
Adam,
and
anything else?
Well, yeah, I was just going to ask. So I remember you at the beginning of the call, you mentioned your history and how just the way you were brought up as a coach is you play teams. You kind of anytime, any place, anywhere. For you at Yavapai, how would you just describe the benefit of opening a season at opening the season at a school like CSI?
Yeah, no, it's great here. So like Yavapai basketball was gone for about 10, 11 years. So this is the third year with it back. And so part of my thing with it is how do I get Yavapai's name back out there? There's a lot of older people that remember Yavapai. It used to be very good before it was gone. But there's a whole gap of people that don't know about it. I mean, I'm 36 now. I didn't know about Yavapai by the time I really started coaching. It was kind of pretty much gone. So I think with that, it's great for our name, our school, our brand to go play at a place like Southern Idaho. That definitely was really appealing to me. And I said, just to keep, like I said, you just gotta get word of mouth, get our name out there, get people to know we're playing again, that we're competitive and things like that. Just not only playing when we played last year against CSI, but we also got to play Lee, we got to play Casper. So they're very good tournaments and classes that you guys put on up there.
I realize that we do have something in common. We've both been 36. So that's good to know. Brevin, anything?
Yeah, it looks like you have, a lot of guys from kind of the East Coast, like you mentioned, the Philadelphias, the New Yorks, and then you also have some kids, from Arizona. So I guess not really the West Coast, but kind of. So how are those kids kind of all meshing together, both on the court and then off the court as well?
They're meshing together really well. It's funny, when they first get there and they're trying to figure each other out. I put one of the Philly guys with one of the local kids from Prescott. I mixed a lot of them up for the most part. So it is always funny seeing those interactions, seeing the relationships grow. I took the team to the rodeo this year, and
So now listen, the cowboy boots are going to come in big.
yeah, yeah. So they're not going to be thrown off by any of that. Prescott, for some people to know, we're not like people call me all the time, like, "Oh, how's the desert?" I'm like, "We're not in the desert. We're only 90 minutes from Phoenix, but we're a mile high, and it's the old cowboy town. Some of the oldest restaurants in the state of Arizona are here. Whiskey Row from the Gold Rush. This is our town. So it's not where people think I'm at from afar. And so there is a lot of cowboy country up here, and our guys get to see that and see a lot of people with cowboy boots and see the bull riding, so and experience that. So it's a unique place, but also I said we have kids that are from here and like so it's East Coast kids, and then we got three international kids, so it's all blended together. And year two now, there's 8 guys back in my program. So, I mean, another guy coming Christmas break, another kid redshirted. Obviously the big fella wasn't playing last year, but he was here, you know. So 8 guys is a lot back in a program to have. And so part of your question there, yeah, it's already kind of been meshed. You know, it's just um, 2 of the Philadelphia kids played at my high school for my high school coach.
Oh,
So
that's great.
there are real connections there. The other one went to the Catholic high school, Kevin Rucker Jr., next to the public high school, which is mine. And I know their dad and uncle, and it's all connected. So is my recruiting was very intentional. Like I said, it wasn't just grabbing guys from the East Coast just because they were from back there. Like there are genuine relationships that were with me and already they all kind of know each other before they even got here.
Okay. Okay, Brevin, anything else?
No, that's everything.
Okay, Caleb.
Yeah, Coach, I got a question. Obviously, you were able to build upon, the team's success your first year. How do you continue to build that in your second year, and kind of what are some standards you hold your team to, or standards you set that you're hoping to build upon in year two and continue to kind of get Yavapai back to that national level?
Yeah, no, for us, like I said, our standard every day of just having a real routine and from knowing that we're consistently lifting weights the whole year. Like last year, first year as a head coach, but also like taking over, there was nothing here when I started, and there was only a couple of guys left in the program, and I was kind of scrambling late, and so our standard of just being on time for everything. It might seem small, but it matters. We're on time for everything. We're here for this early. Now I have a culture of like, hey, we're going to practice here about 9:45 minutes from now, but these guys already know to get here and do pre-practice stuff. All that stuff takes time to build. Like my assistant coach is back, you know, so he knows me now. It's just and I guess you say after the first year, like you don't realize how hard it is until it's over. And so,
Yeah, you're right, Coach.
yeah, yeah. So I just think we actually have a culture in place now of how we do things, our attitude coming out of games, just a combination of a bunch of different they may seem like minor things, but they're big things. And I feel like we have that in place now going into year two to compete.
Coach, let me ask you this. Have you been to any jamborees at all heading into the year?
Yes, yes. We did one jamboree. It was the area code's Phoenix Jamboree,
Okay.
first week of October, and then we just did one. It was the Southwest Crossover Jamboree.
Okay. So in Region 1, I mean, we played Eastern Arizona out in Denver last weekend. We lost by 3. We didn't play 4 starters in that game, but Eastern Arizona is a pretty good program. And where do things shake up down there in Arizona? Give us kind of a rundown. We play also 3 teams at West Arizona Western right before Christmas. And so we play Central, we play West Arizona Western, and then Cochise out there. So we'll play 4 of the teams, and is that all the 4, or is there more?
Well, this year we have Southern Nevada, and then we have Community Christian with us.
That's right. Okay, so we've played them in the past. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So we're at a total of 7 teams down here, and for our league, it's the first year we split apart from the Division Twos.
Okay.
So that's why they added Southern Nevada Community Christian. And so all of us D1s will play each other 3 times this year.
Okay.
They said I got to see Eastern Arizona. They're a very good program. He does a good job down there. And said they played Salt Lake in a really tight game last year to potentially get out the hutch.
Yeah.
So they're good. They got a lot of size and they know what they're doing down there. Cochise is always going to be really good, really well coached. They play extremely hard, have a really good culture. Arizona Western, I think, lost a lot of dudes, and I think they're still going to come around and be pretty good and a tough, strong team. And then Central's pretty new. I haven't seen Central Arizona yet. They didn't play last year.
Yeah,
so they're just returning to basketball down there.
Okay. Hey, well, Coach, just to wrap it up, we're so excited that you're coming up. It's kind of the rematch. from last year. We want to try to get you back, if we can. I was happy to hear that one guard is gone that just destroyed us. But then it sounds like you brought in four more Philly guys. So like it ain't looking good for us. We'll have to be the best we can be. And I know that, the 3 returning players are looking forward to that game. And, we have you have 8 returning guys, which is great. That's, usually teams that bring back that many are pretty good. And we lost a lot from last year. So we're excited to play you. It'll be great for us nationally. And a lot of people have eyes on that tournament as well, because Daytona State's coming to that. You don't play them, but you'll get to see them. And so that'll be 3 really good teams that'll be here for that. Coach, thanks a lot for your time, and look forward to seeing you up here in Twin. It's right around the corner. It's right around the corner.
It's here. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for your time. Looking forward to getting up there.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.